Then we come into Sunday, November 19th. And this is a game at the Miami Dolphins, at the Fish. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff Eastern time on CBS. I fully expect that, Tua will be battling injuries. He's constantly injured, just like Jimmy Garoppolo is. But remember, I don't figure in injuries. But I think the Raiders go on the road. I think that is a super talented team that's getting better. I think they've got a terrific young coach. And I just don't think the Raiders go on the road and win in Miami. Could they? Yes. In fact, I don't remember the number, but I think it was 6-4. I thought if they play this game 10 times, it'd be 6-4. Maybe it was 7-3 in my analysis. So I'm going to give this one to the Fish. That puts the Raiders at 5-6. Then you go to Sunday, November 26th. This is the Kansas City Chiefs at Allegiant Stadium. 4:25 kickoff Eastern on CBS. I think the Raiders play well, but I think the Raiders lose. I think that Kansas City gets up for the Raiders, which they should. It's a rivalry game. The Raiders are up for them. They're up for the Raiders. I think the Raiders are a team that's improving, but I don't think they're ready yet to beat the defending Super Bowl champions and a team that I think is headed towards another Super Bowl appearance. Not sure they're going to win it, but another appearance. I'm going to give that one to the Chiefs. Man, I know you guys are going to hate me for that. But remember, my job's not a fan. My job's to give you my analysis. And so that puts the Raiders at 5-7. Then you come into Sunday, December 3rd. It's a bye week. I guarantee the Raiders don't lose that week. Then Sunday, the 10th, Minnesota Vikings come to town, Allegiant Stadium, 4:05 p.m. Eastern on CBS. My buddy Kirk Cousins. I think the Raiders win this game, go to 6-7 on the year. I think that there's enough defensive pressure. I think by this time you're seeing some of the young players really stepping up and playing well. And I just think that there's some turnovers here by the Vikings, and the Purple Men leave with a loss. Again, 6-7 at this point. Then you come to Thursday night football. Chargers come back to Allegiant Stadium. I think it's a different story. I think they rattle Herbert. I think they go and they get a big win, and you're 14 games in. And I think you got your Raiders at 7-7. Then Monday, December 25th, it's Christmas at the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Raiders are certainly excited. I think it's going to be a good football game. I think it's going to be cold. And again, I just think the Chiefs are too much, especially at home on a national crowd. I just don't see the Raiders winning this game at all. That puts the Raiders at 7-8. Then we come into Sunday, the 31st. It's New Year's Eve at the Indianapolis Colts, Lucas Oil Stadium, 1:00 Eastern. We know that the Colts have a lot of question marks, but they have some players. But I think this is one of those games where the Raiders go east. And now look, they're sitting there at 7-8 going into this game. I think they feel like they're better than what their record is at this point. I think they're still in the wild card hunt. And I think they go up there and I think they get a statement win that says, yeah, we are different. We're not last year. We are growing. We are improving. And again, I think they go up to Indianapolis and get the win. And I think, that puts the Raiders at 8-8, still in the wild card hunt and still battling to when they come home on the 7th and they take on the Denver Broncos. This game to me is a very big game for a lot of reasons. I think it's a pride game. I think it's a game where they make a decision. You know what? We got to finish with a above 500 record. We're still in the wild card hunt. And I think the Raiders come out, and again, I think we see where they've grown. And I think they come out and get the win. And I think the Raiders are going to finish the season at 9-8.